Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Stygian. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today in the Blighted Street. I don't know, we're fighting terrible things. Oh, there's more than terrible. Oh no. Why? Okay, these are not enemies? Devoured by the street, you have succumbed to the miasmal anomalies of the blasted street. Your rapidly aging flesh will soon be one with the dust, as if you never existed. What? I have a mask? Does the mask not work? I suppose the mask doesn't work. It was getting definitely worse from poisonous gases. It was getting definitely worse as we went deeper. Interesting. But I still die. Interesting. So it's a scripted death. Definitely is. Well, I think a lot of these deaths are scripted. We saw one earlier as well where it was kind of scripted. So what I'm trying to do right now is getting into one of these things. Let's not worry about that for right now. But it's not getting any easier. So that's pretty awful. How am I gonna get... Actually, let's look at our journal and make sure that we know what the heck we're doing here. The footsteps of the dismal men. We need to get to the Miskatonic through the blasted street. There's something terribly wrong with the blasted street. That's the name of the street that we're in. It is impossible to survive this baleful environment, even for a short time, without taking proper precautions. Yeah, but I got the precautions. Is the game bugged somehow? Do I need to... Is it because I loaded? I reloaded the game, I mean? Maybe? There it is. Face is out. And then face... There it is. All the protection. That's nice and good. Maybe I need... Oh, maybe I should talk to Stanley over here. Stanley doesn't help. Stanley is mean. So, okay, well, let's give it another try. Oh, it's definitely bad. Is it? Oh, it is. Okay, I'm gonna try it differently then. Oh, that... Okay, well, I guess we're not getting in through there. We need to ask somebody else, because that is horrible. It's just murders me a lot, and I don't like it. Okay, well, at least we got the gas mask, which is good. Let's get out. And I'm pretty sure I do need to click on the little icon. There was another gas mask, but there's no, like... Oh, there it is. The journal update should have been a little bit more obvious. Maybe a monologue to, you know, allow me to make the decision before dying. Because I just made the decision after dying. You notice the Baroness's loyal servant, excuse me, whose robust self approaches you with graceful but determined steps. Please accept my most sincere apologies for interrupting you in such an untimely fashion, but I have brought a new message from her ladyship. He stoops forward to extend an envelope resting on an elegant velvet cushion. Thank you. And I get an item. Better. I got the envelope. Not the velvet cushion, unfortunately. Presented to you by the morbidly gentle butler of the dreaming Baroness. This elegant invitation exudes a fragrance as dizzying as the dreamy texture of its envelope. I'm not used to... Why am I not used to saying the word envelope? What, is there a better word in English? Is there a no, that's... Yeah, it's an envelope. Meet me in the Dreamlands. Do I need to sniff this or something? Well, I guess we need to sleep. You know, you have precisely the place to do that. It's all gonna be fine, and I'm a little bit sick. So, what the good thing we have Sophia with us, which is pretty good. And we also have the autosaves, which is also pretty good. So, let's read my literature here. Very important act of scholarship. It's very important. Then scientific research, keep watch, read. Just bad things happening. Scientific research, camera, no. I wonder medical research. Coca leaves, nerve toxic, general medical research, raw opium. Right. I see the problem. Thought it was her, but it is not. I mean, we could do that, and we probably might. No, we won't. I mean, what is that? Reconnaissance? I just need to keep watch. Let's do scientific research over here, and let's study something else. And would we keep watch? Absolutely, we do. And we also have the scout up here, and that's good enough. Okay, so we have medical research. Occult research is the one that I need. Host of the Loa. We can focus on that. Try to get that skill, very important, and get a little bit of scouting. And see if we don't die. Hopefully we don't. Or get attacked, in fact. Oh. We go straight to the dream. As you open your mind's eye to the ever-changing skies of the dream void once again, you find the blinding presence of a familiar figure right above you. The dreaming Baroness, graceful voyager of the dreamlands. She communicates with you through a soundless melody that resonates within your psyche. Once again, these two souls meet, beyond the mystifying wall of sleep. I am grateful that you have come to visit me in this long-lost deep. I think the meter might be correct, I'm just not giving it the proper read, the proper tempo there. It is not correct. Vividly, I still do remember, or maybe it is, the things that you have done for me. As a personage who pays for her deeds, this time the Baroness will set you free. I know you strive to break away from the clutches of a prophecy, and this burning desire forces you to find a book of infernal atrocity. It definitely isn't correct, the meter. So if you don't know what meter is, and I assume a lot of you do, basically, it's not the syllables, because in English, syllables don't actually, for the most part, don't actually correspond to the meter of a word. Like, for example, the word, I don't know, I was thinking of the word stool. Stool is a single syllable. It's also a single meter, a single tempo sort of thing. And when you're reading poetry, it can be important, like at least classical poetry anyway. It can matter. Those things can matter. And I know you strive to break away. You see the tempo there? From the clutches of a prophecy. There's an extra one over there. So, but because this is melody, it makes sense. She says, through a street of peril, you will walk poisoned and maimed by a migratory rock. I can't pronounce that word. I don't know what it is. I know what that is. I just said it. But anyway, the dreaming may indeed help you survive if you listen to me before diving into the beehive. Can't we have a normal? This rhyme thing of yours makes me uneasy. It's cryptic. In the timeless language of dreams, once again, you will learn how to walk halfway through the tangible, halfway through the dreaming fog. Thus the ashes of damnation won't touch you in the journey, and you can't reach the false salvation waiting at the end of that ulcerous alley. What do you mean? She's giving me 16 by 9 images above her. I do enjoy that aspect ratio. I mean, actually, it's not the best one, but it doesn't matter. The dreaming Baroness suddenly halts the silent melody and starts transmitting strange ideas, imagery, and thoughts deep into your mind. All these seem too much to comprehend at the moment. Oh, can I tell what those are? I see somebody, that face that shows up over there. Let me try and close my eyes right as... Ooh, I saw the moon there. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's interesting. It's somebody like... I think that's like a picture. A trick to do this, for me anyway, depends on how you see, I suppose, is to close your eyes. And basically, the last image that you see, you can focus on it a little bit better. Close your eyes at any moment, and that's an interesting way of doing it. Another way that I do as well is just tremble my eyes, but that's... I don't think everybody can do that. I tremble my eyes, and that increases my frame rate of vision, which is just actually I learned about this thing before I understood anything, but it is a scientific thing. Well, like the moving your eyes from side to side increases your temporal vision, I think it's called, because I don't know actually what it is, because our eyes are better apt to focus on moving things rather than stationary things. So the moving of the eyes allows you to focus on stuff. And I found that out when my television at the age of 8 broke down, and I could tremble my eyes to see the image. Otherwise, it would be just a flat line. Everything would be black, and then all the image was there. But I don't know what it was. It was an old CRT television. Anyway, when the subconscious dance of notions is finally over, you feel like something has been transplanted into your mind. I feel strange. Hi, there are new ideas in my mind. Eureka! That's how it's pronounced in Greek. Beware, she says. The blanket of forgetfulness will be strong. You will have to write down the notes of this song if you want to do this delicate walk of reverie. You will have to find the tears of a memory. You're being drawn into the surface of your conscious mind now, and her song is ceasing to make sense. The last understandable words that you could distinguish were the Arkham Theater. I suppose that's in the open world, because I don't think we have access to it. No, we do. Isn't it where those crazy cultists are? Oh, we found a blueprint for ringing electric sensor, which is interesting. Learn new spell, Host of the Loa. That's pretty good. We have learned gain sanity by reading the Smut magazine, and still poisoned, or whatever that is. Right upon waking from the dream, you start to take detailed notes of your incident with the Baroness. Although you understand nothing about it, you just may have a spell manuscript at hand. At a hand? What, did I misread that? I must have misread that. Still, we have something over here, a manuscript for Nightwalk. The cursorily and somewhat unconsciously scribbled notes you've put on this paper are the instructions for a warding spell, which were ingrained in you by the elusive dreaming Baroness. Oh. Father's Diary, we read this one already. So that's an interesting thing. We have also Sherman's Gold Medal. Wait, I didn't see that. We just got it. I thought it was a thing, but it isn't. I don't know what it is. It's a known fact. I thought it was a treasure, maybe. Basically, it's a known fact that after his career-ending injury, Sprinter, yeah, I think so, Philippe Sherman developed an obsession for his medal, which, as some come to fancy, even helped him walk when he wore it on rare days. This game needs a real dose of comas. It really does. It really, really does. But it's fine. I can understand it. It's just sometimes tricky to get the correct enunciation early. So I still don't know what that is. It's gonna be fine. We have our journal over here, and we are gonna look at it because we have the Miskatonic things. Tears of a memory. In my dream, I met the dreaming Baroness again. In return for my aid, she shared the knowledge of a spell with me, a working which will help me pass through the... which will help me pass through the noxious environment of the blasted street. The first thing I did upon waking was to note down her instructions so that I could decipher them later. In the meantime, I should look for this intriguing spell component, Tears of a Memory. The last thing I remember from the dream was the Baroness telling me something about the Arkham Theater. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't actually know where that is. So we are currently at the Pilgrim's Parish. Do I need to go back to downtown and ask and be like, oi, does any of you know about a theater around here? Because I don't. So we are not going to be able to go there. It doesn't matter. My sanity is not that great right now. Become cleansed and reborn. Reborn, I think it can be conjugated as a verb. To reborn and to born, but it's super unusual and sounds so weird to my ears. I think I've definitely seen it used, but the only time I know that it was used is in a lyrics from a Finnish metal band, so it needs examination. But I suck at that. I am the best. Worst. I'm the worst. The opposite of best. At that. Is this the theater? Arkham Theater. We are here. Save the game. Oh, yeah, of course, where the people cry in languid... I don't actually know if it's languid or languid. I've heard it both ways. Cries of... I don't even know what's going on. It's just bad things. Just the worst things. Wait. Yeah, that thing. The hooded man standing at the entrance seems like some kind of a crier for the cult who is fanatically promoting whatever mind-abusing experience that is being in display behind the closed doors. That's all one sentence. Come closer, brethren. I can see that the fruit of renunciation is ripe in some of you. Beyond these doors, you will submit your hearts and purge your souls. Beyond these doors, you will witness the perfection that is our beautiful doom. Step inside and purge the last fragments of your former self in the unearthly glow of cellulose. This sounds like the worst infomercial? That's the one. So I bring to you cellulose. I need to get inside. You insolent, you impertinent, clueless thing. You're not even among our ranks, yet you dare demand access to this sanctified ground? Begone, before we unmake you and your whole family. No. Ooh, I get an item? How the heck did I get an item? Did I get his tears or something? The Theater of Bones. And I gained experience. I do enjoy that. Cultist robes. Oh. An idea. Where am I gonna get a crafting table, though? We don't need a crafting table. It's a survival recipe. Hopefully we'll be able to get it. Did I not get that before? Apparently not. Oh, there's things over here that I miss because I am bad. Also because the game is very horizontal and I'm bad. You approach the cultists who are hanging about the ruins of the Museum of Curiosities. And there's an apatosaur in there, or whatever that is. Halt, you of the wretched folk. The belongings that we keep and protect are only for our cult brethren. What kind of belongings? The cult consecrates all the property of its initiates until they are utterly cleansed from the emotional filth that binds them, binds them to those puny items. You are not worthy to wear the hood, so you have nothing to do with us, the collectors. Leave before we add your weak, susceptible heart to our collection. I have my gas mask. Maybe this person is... No. The cries are from something else. I am the vessel of oblivion, says that person over there. So a lab table over here can be used, and indeed we can use it for... I'm gonna need textile. Robe rags. Curious. I will need that, but I think I have that. I am almost certain I do indeed. Okay, that's quite an interesting turn of events. We have a bell, firewood, a few cigarettes. Can't talk to that fellow, can't talk to this one. The discreet and solitary stance assumed by this disciple is, as a matter of fact, the display of a rather unexampled conduct, in that one is accustomed to only cite selfless and entrance cult fanatics in rites of worship such as this. Did you get that? I didn't. He addresses you in a staid undertone. Staid is a lovely word. I wish I knew what it meant, but I have heard it before. I don't know what it is. The cult does not welcome the presence of the uncleansed around these parts. I suggest you put an end to your tourist jaunt and take your leave. They don't? Aren't you one of them? It'd be in your best interest if you applied your keen sense of observation to the artifacts in the museum instead of me. His following aphorism sounds more like an impassive recital than a genuine remark. And know that under the eternal, all-seeing gaze of the great old ones, our judgments are nothing but frivolous. I don't recognize a hint of sincerity in your words. Proving my sincerity to you is hardly a concern of mine, mister. Whether or not you heed my warning, which is, by the way, endorsed by non-negligible facts. It is at your own discretion. What are they doing over there, those who go round like that? I think it's this guy that I'm pointing to. He turns to the circumambulating cultists and continues in a sneering tone. My so-called brethren, in reverence of nothingness, trying to be cleansed from their consciousness, memories, whatever it is that binds them to the person they once were. But tell me, can they truly be cleansed of their mind so long as they still possess even the tiniest crumb of sanity? You are overestimating the sanity thing, mister. Then only some of us are ridden with this affliction. With a bitter sigh, he says, tragic. What's bothering you? He fretfully adjusts his glasses. You mean myself? I have already given up on everything. The years of my spell in the university. Those naive times when I foolishly championed the merits of the human mind. Now, why would it be me? Why would it be you? University, I'm intrigued. Why surprised? Isn't the cleansed comprised of people from all walks of life? It was a freshman physicist of Miskatonic before all this. Or I was. Physics! Yeah, that explains the glasses. Does it? Actually, I remember reading a novel from Jules Verne about... that's set, I think, in the late 1800s rather, about an astrophysicist. And he grew, in the novel anyway, he grew eye sick. I don't know what like myopia or whatever. He developed basically eye strain from looking at, through the lenses of the looking glass and all that sort of stuff. Not looking glass, that's a mirror. Through the thing. And I'm not sure if that's actually how it happens, but if that is the implication here, then maybe it is. I am no one to be wondered about. I always had a curious mind and a trace of credulity, so it was no surprise finding myself in an esoteric circle called intelligentsia at the university. This was before the Black Day. I had no better option when Asenath Waite, the leader of the intelligentsia, urged me to join the cult after the awakening. Of the quicksand of meaningless depravity in which I was to sink, I could never have had a prevision. Then why don't you resign? Do you think there's a way out of the cult? But frankly, this is not what really worries me. That is not what really worries me. It's that in this universe of unknown terrors, I've got nowhere else to seek refuge apart from this dreadfully fanatical sect of hooded adults. A fiery gleam appears in his eyes. Don't you see? The fundamental laws of nature have collapsed. Take Arkham, for instance. A mere pebble compared to Earth. But still, we're grounded by the same force of gravity. And he points at the sky. Look where we are. I don't even know in what part of space we're ensnared. Yet we can still breathe the damn atmosphere. With what do you hope to explain all this? If not with the supernatural... Whatever it is that detains us in these strange realms is beyond me. As riddling as this may sound, I pity you and envy you at the same time, for you lack the counsel of the abstruse to seek the truth. But it's for this reason that you are spared from bearing the brunt of absoluteness. He looks as if he's getting tired of your presence. Now, would you please leave me be? I have much to contemplate. Okay, can I talk to you more? I'm not willing to talk right now. Can I go? Oh, I can go indeed in there. Oh, this is gonna be good. There's bad things happening right there. We'll get to those for sure. Still don't fully understand what's going on. Yeah, there's something in there. This rather sloppily assembled skeleton of a subaqueous underwater dinosaur is arguably the most eminent spectacle of this outlandish collection. Oh, we got another one. This statuesque rendition of Sasquatch. Yeah, I saw that. From afar, one can easily mistake this primitive but singularly carved artifact of an elder civilization for the fossil of an actual prehistoric starfish. This nautilus shell, the immensity of which ought to bewilder even a seasoned seaman, like the terrible old man, once protected its owner from the perils of unplumbed depths. What's going on in here? Are they... Oh, excuse me. Disappeared now. Well, yeah, it sounds like there's somebody being lashed. But we got our robe rags, and we also have our end of the episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Stygian. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.